We gaan beginnen.
Hi there, thank you for watching this video and welcome to this online training. We are Robin and Chris and we are the Value Maximizers.
So maybe good to do a short introduction. My name is Chris. You may also know me as The Product Samurai, which is the title of my book, in which I explore the world of martial arts and the world of product management and how these two can be interrelated and help each other. And it's because both of them have been a passion for me for a very long time. I've been in developing software-dominant products for almost more than 2 decades. I've done it for governmental, military products. I've been working on fast-moving consumer goods, websites, mobile application platforms, enterprise software. So I've done a lot of software-dominant products. And the majority of that time I've been in a product management role, trying to figure out what the customer wants and trying to get this product to the market in order to create value, so maximize the value. And for the last few years I've been helping other people in the form of training and coaching to become more effective in their role as a product owner or a product manager in maximizing the value. And in this journey I've met my colleague, Robin.
Yep. And we met at Scrum.org and at Xebia. We're both professional Scrum trainers and consultants at Xebia. My name is Robin Schuurman. You may also know me from the book 50 Shades of No, which I wrote together with my colleague Willem Vermaak. I've been working in product management for the past 10 years in diversity of roles: product owner, Scrum Master, manager software development. But it has basically always been in some relation with product management and agile. And we saw a lot of things go, well, you could say wrong, or we saw a lot of possibilities for improvement in the market, especially when it comes to product owners. And together with Willem, I wrote this book because we see that a lot of product owners struggle with managing their stakeholders and that they find it pretty hard to say no to them. So that's why we wrote this book, and when I met Chris we also started working on this new advanced product owner training that we're launching pretty soon. So that's exciting stuff, and in this online training we'll go into the various contents of this training. And maybe you can introduce one of the first topics, Chris.
Yeah, so what Robin tells you, so there's a problem in industry today when we look at product ownership, and when you dive into it, there's actually 6 areas, well I have 5 fingers on this hand, but there's 6 areas where product owners struggle. And the entry-level kind of training that we provide and others provide helps you to get started, but it doesn't really help you when you have already started and you're on this track and you're trying to maximize the value and you struggle with your environment. And there's 6 stances where the product owner can improve. And the first stance where we see product owners struggle would be representing the customer. So figuring out what kind of problem are we solving for the customer, what is the pain of the customer, what would make a valuable product, what does it look like, and how do I behave within my organization as a kind of internal customer.
Yeah, and based on that, understanding your customer really well and also understanding what your product definition is to also look for the visionary stance, or go into a visionary stance, where we look more into what's the vision of the product and how do we translate that into measurable sprint goals, for example. How do we create a product roadmap that we can actually start working on? And basically take your environment with you on this journey on where are we heading with our product.
Which brings us to the third stance, because having this great vision and knowing where to go is great and is awesome, but how can you tell that you're really on the right track? So how do we run experiments as a product owner? How do we test our hypothesis to figure out if we're right? Is it just gut feeling, or do we have data behind it, or do we talk to customers? How do we talk to customers? So those are essential skills that we need in order to advance our role as a product owner.
Definitely, but you can't do it if you don't manage your stakeholders very well. And that's where the influencer comes in. It's about stakeholder management, it's about engaging, it's about finding effective communication strategies, and then obviously it's about saying no again. So that's something that comes up in the training as well.
And it's also about getting to yes.
Obviously. Saying yes to the right stuff.
That would be a title for a good book.
Definitely.
Moving on is the collaborator stance. So how do people work together? How do we leverage this energy that is in the company and making sure that all the gears are aligned, not just within my Scrum team, but also with marketing, with sales, with legal, with procurement. There are so many parts of the organization that need to move in unison in order to succeed as a product owner. And how can I contribute to that? How can I make that happen? And which obviously also brings a lot of people to the table, which makes it tough to make decisions.
Yep, and that's the final stance, the one of the decision maker. Because there's a lot of decisions that you have to make as a product owner. And one of them is also to delegate certain stuff to your development team or your stakeholders maybe. So we'll close off the training with the decision maker stance and really look into how are we dealing with scaling issues, how are we going to distribute decision making, for example. Yeah. So that's what this new advanced product owner training is about. In this online training, we'll introduce you to some of the concepts that are either in the training in more detail or that haven't made it to the training to get you introduced to these topics.
Yeah, so it will also give you some more depth and breadth into certain topics.
In the training itself, yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this online training. Also happy to welcome you at our Advanced Product Owner class and hope to see you soon.
Likewise. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this episode, move on to the next one, or
join us or follow us on Medium and LinkedIn to get inspired with even more content.
Or come to our training.